All right, what's up, guys? It's going to Yeezy God. I'm back with another how to bot video. This time we're gonna do Yeezy supply with NSB. So shout out to the cook group, Yeezy God Discord. That's my cook group. $9.99 a month. You can get in there. YeezyGod.com, YeezyGodDiscord.com. We have group buys for NSB often. It's $350 with a group buy. It's a bot that bots a lot of websites like Supreme, Foot Sites, Yeezy Supply, Shopify. Yeah, like a bunch. So it's a good bot. It's not the best bot at like any specific thing, but it's really good all around. It's like the best bot to start with. So normally it's $350 a year with a group buy. Otherwise, like you could buy it anytime on their website for $500 a year. But yeah, so we do some group buys. They had a sale. A lot of my members have it. I use it all the time. I've cooked a lot of stuff with it. If you don't know what cooking is, that means I bought it. I bought these items, whether it's sneakers or whatever. But this time we're going for Yeezy bread. So let's kind of get into it here. Shout out to Yeezy God Radio. Definitely go like this on Spotify. I got the link in the description. So here's the cook group. But we're going to be going for these on December 5th, 2020. So that's really what this video is for, is anybody who wants to learn how to set up NSB, Nike Shoe Bot or Nike Sneaker Bot, whatever it stands for Yeezy Supply. This is going to be specifically about Yeezy Supply. It does other websites, but this is just about Yeezy Supply. I might do a follow-up video on Polaris because I'm going to use Polaris, and that's really good on Yeezy Supply. But this is about NSB. We're going for bread 350s December 5th. So let's just get into this. We don't really need that right now. This is the cook group. Shout out to the gang. Premium chat. You know the vibes. It's late right now. It's like 1 in the morning. But I really want to make this for you guys. So hopefully it helps you. All right. So NSB. Here it is. This is what it looks like. This is like the landing page on tasks. You could click start all, stop all, manual captcha. That kind of happens when you're running these tasks. And a task is like, this is trying to buy a pair of shoes, and this is trying to buy the same pair of shoes from a different name, and so on, pretty much. So you could edit all, delete all. You could edit these individually if you do that, and you could like change the link. That was for the 500 utility blacks. You could change the modes. We'll get to that. Then you have proxies. So this is where you put your proxy list. You want to click add a list, drop your proxies in there. And aside from that, you definitely want to keep your eye on this cookie icon here, because we're going to need cookies for Yeezy Supply. So we're going to have to run cookie generators in advance. So that's something you're going to have to do before the release. Like you want to start that like 24 hours prior to like the drop time. So you can have as many cookies, because you're going to need cookies for the site to let you check out. So we're going to run those like generator tasks way ahead of time. So we're going to start with that actually. But first we're just kind of running through this. So you're going to click this and you're going to paste in your proxies. I'm going to blank mine out, but I use Leaf Comcast proxies, ISPCs. Shout out to them. They're a sponsor. You could get 20% off with code YeezyGod on anything, anytime, like reoccurring. And if you cop the ISPC proxies, the Comcast data center ones, make sure you click that auto renew button so you don't lose them, because it's super hard to get them. Everybody wants them. They're the best. So that's all I use. I don't use Resis ever. I just use these ISPCs for like everything. But that's what I do. This is how I do it. Like you could do what you want. Like you can go to NSB's YouTube channel, see how they set up. They tell you to set things up. Go to their Discord, whatever. But this is how I do it. So you need to paste your list of proxies in here that you're going to use, so the cookies like pull from this one, and then you're going to see how many cookies you have here. And if we were running them, like this would be increasing like slowly, but you also need it for foot sites and stuff. So we'll check that out later, but definitely keep that in mind. We need to run that, and you want to be able to check that. Then we got billing. I have profiles here. I use AYCD to like make my profiles and import them in here, so it's easy. But if you're like first time, you just add new billing and fill out all the billing info. You know, shipping address, try to change your address up, make a couple profiles, use different cards, have a bunch of different cards. Like these all have different credit cards. Some are different names, but they're all different credit cards. So you definitely want as many billing profiles as you can, because that's kind of like, it's like one pair per person. So like you need more people to get more pairs. So a lot of it, like relies in a lot of billing profiles to get a lot of stuff, and then proxies too. Like proxies is one of the most important things. That's why like I stick to those Comcast Leaf proxies, because they're just goated and they're so good and they're the best. And like use code Yeezy for 20% off. But I just use those because like they're proven to work. They work all the time. And if you have bad proxies, if you're not cooking, if you've had this bot for months and you're not getting anything, it's probably like proxies is a place to start. Like you're probably using some ones that are slow or overused and blocked or whatever. So just keep that in mind. You need a lot of billing profiles for all of botting, and you need good proxies. Without good proxies, it doesn't matter how good your bot is. Next, CAPTCHA. So I'm going to blank these out because you got to put a proxy to each CAPTCHA, but these are Google accounts that are logged in. So if you click like this YouTube button, you're going to be able to make sure that's logged into YouTube. And then when the drop is running, these solvers are going to be open, like open solver. And when it needs to fill out a CAPTCHA, like you got to have these open. Like they'll open automatically if they're on here. This is how you shut them off. So like you got to have at least one on. So I just turned that one off. Let me turn that back on. You check it with that YouTube thing, and you could edit it too. And you could delete them, but you could like kind of just open them up here, or they're going to open automatically, and you got to have these ready. Because what you're going to have to do here during the drop, this is where it gets tough with NSB, is like you're running these tasks, right? Like you hit like run, whatever. It's trying to add a cart. And then if there was like bot protection and stuff, it'd be pulling up CAPTCHAs, and you'd have to be here clicking the stop signs, clicking the buses as fast as you can to fill these out. This is going to be blinking red. It's going to be like this, and these are going to be popping up, and it gets crazy. So like by default, when you open NSB, it turns all the CAPTCHA solvers on always, which is kind of annoying, because then like you got 8 of these popping up at the same time. You're trying to like click one, you know what I mean? It gets crazy unless you got really good scores and they're just auto clicking, which you should use something like AYCD to run your farm your Gmail accounts in advance, so you have good CAPTCHA scores, so your CAPTCHAs get solve faster. You know the drill. If you've done this, you know what I'm talking about. Like it's a whole thing. But basically, if this is too much for you, like just have a couple on. Which one's not open? That one's open. Just have like 2 on or 3 on to start, and then like during the drop, you could always shut those off and turn these on, and like save your scores. So you definitely need these on, and you need something in here. And these are Gmail accounts. This is like a Google account logged in, and it's gonna solve those CAPTCHAs. Next, we have monitors, right? So this is like one of the coolest features about NSB, because you could link your Discord account, and like you click that to authorize your Discord account. Then you could add a new monitor, fetch the servers. It's going to fetch all the servers, refresh servers, all the servers I'm in. So I'm going to use EasyGod monitors because I'm in EasyGod cook group. And I'm going to click EasyGod, and I can select the channel. So I could say, what do I want? Yeezys? I'm going to use the Yeezy monitor that we have, our custom Yeezy monitor. Click that, submit it, boom. Now we're going to run this. We're going to click this like YouTube play button to run it. And then every Yeezy that's restocking, which is also here in the channel, in EasyGod, like this Yeezy monitor. So this is picking up Yeezys that are restocking all the time and dropping like 24/7. Like this was a while ago, but all the time stuff's happening. We could go to Shopify filtered. That's another one. Like I have that built in here. So let's open that one. So maybe some stuff will pop up as we're doing this video. And what this does is it like any item here that pops up is also going to pop up here, and you hit play, and it's going to run a task here. It's going to create one of these tasks and try to run it. So you want to like set this up by picking what billing profile you want to run. I always do Cyborg 3.0, proxy list I'm using Comcast. Everything else I just leave like that, because size I'm just going to do random. And I leave force CAPTCHA off just because like then it's always popping a CAPTCHA every time you hit this, and like you don't necessarily need that. So that gets intense, because then all these things are just like, all these CAPTCHA things are popping up, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? So I leave that off. But feel free to do it your way, mix it up. There's a bunch of options here. Pretty much, maybe I should try fast plus side. Well, that'll do 2 tasks then for everything. But I don't know. I do Cyborg 3.0. I cooked a couple things like that. Bin, who's VP and EasyGod Discord, he's like the NSB god. Like he cooks all the time, everything, restocks. Like NSB, you should really sponsor Ben. Like he really goes hard for you guys. Like it's crazy. He is the NSB god. So He's the one to really talk to about like the fine details. But I use a lot too, and I've had success. So here we are. Now, I can't wait for something to pop up so we can check that out. But I got a bunch of monitors linked in here. They're all from my cook group, so that's like part of what you get in the $9.99 package. And then profile is just like you can check for updates. Click here, check for an update. Nah, it'll pop up if there's an update. You need to download it, restart it. And then copped. So this is like their list of stuff, but what you do is you set up a webhook somewhere. I forget where you do that. Maybe in here. Yeah, you click that thing in profile. You click this. I don't know why they just don't put it here. Like, why do we need these NSB? Why do we need these like things nobody knows about? All right, definitely blocking that off. The webhook is here, so you want to paste in your webhook, and that is gonna, like, I have it in this other Discord server, NSB here. So like any success that I get out of here, any of these tasks, like whatever happens, is gonna post here, and then I have that forever, which is a lot nicer than like this thing. I mean, this has like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this is standard practice in botting. Link it up, make a server, click like, go down to whatever, click add a server, create your own, make a server, make a channel, right click it, edit it, like edit channel wherever it is, add a webhook, paste that webhook over in NSB, and then whatever happens, whatever you're getting is going to pop in here. And you can see I got a good amount of stuff. Like, you know, I got a bunch of slides. I got Supreme. Like, I've done good with Supreme with it, honestly. Like, not really like grails, but like Azarats, like foot sites. I've done good on foot sites, like random Yeezy supply drops. It doesn't always work on Yeezy supply. Like, sometimes it does really good, sometimes it doesn't, but it's kind of how it goes. Either way, when I'm live, like, I live stream all these releases. So definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But I always run NSB. Like, even when I run Polaris, I just always run it just because why not, you know? But I've had a good amount of success with it. It really cooks, and it's a good price, and it's a good beginner bot, but like, it kind of always comes through here and there. I got me one pair of what are those, naturals. So yeah, that's let's go back to premium chat here in the group. So that's what's going on. All right, so that's kind of like a rundown of like setting it up. Now let's get into actually making a task for Yeezy Supply. So I'm gonna X that out. I'm gonna start fresh. Let's get rid of this. All right, first we need to make those generators for those cookies. So make sure you got all this stuff ready to go, right? We're gonna click create task. We're gonna look for the site. We're gonna type in Yeezy Supply. It's gonna come up. We're gonna click that. Then we want to click here on normal mode. That's what we use when like the drop's happening. But we need cookies, so we gotta do this 24 hours in advance. You have to do this. If you don't have cookies to check out on Yeezy Supply, you're probably not gonna check out. So we're gonna hit submit, and that's just like one task. Now I have 125 Leaf proxies in there. The DCs, Leaf Comcast proxies, ISPCs. Use code Yeezy for 20% off. I can run 125 of these, one from each IP address. So I could just like keep clicking until I get tired of clicking. And I wish there was a way to like make multiples, but so I got 46 of them, right? Now this is just generators, and you could run these throughout the drop, but what I do is I run generators during the drop, so I'm trying to scrape cookies to keep checking out tasks. But I don't want to run too many things from the same proxy. And if you don't know what a proxy is, it's like an internet address. It's like your computer address. So like botting makes it look like right now that we're coming at Yeezy Supply from 46 different computers. You know, if I keep adding these things, because I got more proxies in my list, I got 125. Like I can make it look like I'm coming from 125 different computers all at once trying to buy this one product multiple times with different billing like addresses and credit cards. That's how it works, right? But you got to think about your proxy task ratio. I like to do 1-to-1. So like if I'm going to run, let's say 100 Yeezy Supply tasks, which I never run that many on here. Maybe I should sometimes, but say I ran 100 on Yeezy Supply, like tasks to check out on normal mode, then I know I got 25 extra proxies. I'm only going to run 25 proxy generators because I don't want to push 2 tasks on each thing. You kind of can too sometimes, like, because I'd be using the same 125 on like multiple bots, but like what I'm saying is you don't want to have, you want to stick to 1-to-1. However many proxies you got, that's how many things you could run. I'm just going to hit start all. You could like hit this, but we need to run these. So hit start all after you make them, and now it says generating cookies. So now it's kind of annoying that you got to go over here to proxies and click this cookie icon to see the cookies. See, we're at 1 before, now we're at 3. I don't know. Yeezy Supply's mad slow. Now we're at 4, so we're increasing. I got to blur out some of this because my proxies like are in there so that NSB knows to use these cookies with those proxies. But we're getting some cookies, 8. Now the question is, how many cookies do you need to check out? I don't even know the answer to that. You definitely need some. You don't need a lot. I don't know. You want as many as you can get, honestly. Like that's how you should think about it. However many you can have, like that's good. Like you could probably check out without cookies too, like in certain situations, but you definitely need to do this. If you're not doing this before the drop, it's probably not going to work out for you. Yeah. So this needs to happen way in advance before we can do anything. So that we got those running, we could set up tasks to actually buy the shoes. So we're going to leave these running. It's going to look kind of messy. I don't know if there's a way to do groups. I don't think so. But, we should have that monitor open, Shopify filter, just so we could see that pop up. Because that's the hustle as you're doing stuff here. Try to catch a restock. All right. So we got all these generator tasks running. I could even make more. But let's set up a checkout task. So we're going to go Yeezy Supply. We're going to type it in here. Create task, Yeezy Supply. Normal mode is what we want. Now we need the product ID. So that's easy. That's the number. That's like the color code number. So it's CP9652. So we're going to copy that. We could get it from yeezysupply.com or StockX has it too. Paste that there. And then size, you can do like 4, 4.5, 5, something like that. I don't know. I just do random. I just leave it empty and I do random. Like that's how I run it. And then billing. So I want to basically run a task for each billing profile I have, so I stand the most chances. I'm going to run multiple tasks from each of these because maybe one's going to get through and another one won't, or a size will be out of stock, and I can still check one out on this account because one's stuck on a out of stock size and one's not. So I'm going to like duplicate these constantly, but you could hit like number of tasks like 10 or something like that, or 1. You could put your size in here. If you're just going for a personal size, then I would just put 11 in here and that would be it. If I want multiple sizes, I got to do the comma thing, I think. I double check in the NSB Discord because all these bots are different, but I'm pretty sure it's like 4, 4.5, comma 5, comma 5.5, comma 6, comma 6.5. Say I wanted to go for base sizes and personal size, like I'm pretty sure. I know I'm making the video, I should have looked it up, but honestly, guys, with this stuff, random. That's how I run it. Now, I want main profile. I'm going to start there. So this is how I'm laying out my tasks. You want to have your proxy list selected. I have my Comcast. You can do like advanced and stuff and change these. I honestly don't even do that. Maybe you want to do that. Botting is a lot about variation, so maybe you want to come here and put like 1,000 and 500 or something like that, but I usually leave it empty. I don't have that on. This is pretty much how I run it, and there's sometimes I've cooked 11 pairs on I cooked 11 Israfils on Yeezy Supply with NSB. I cooked like a good amount of Zions too, probably like 10 or something. I don't know, but I cooked 1 natural with it on Yeezy Supply, and then I think I cooked on Polaris too. I don't know. All I know is like it's worked. So this is how I set it up, and I'm gonna hit submit, and now it's gonna make that task at the bottom here under that profile, GT main. That's idling. So we got all these generator running. Let me get rid of some so we can kind of see what we're doing. I'm just gonna delete them. You could hold like control and like drag, I click and drag on this and then delete selected, and yeah. So a lot of times I kind of have it looking like this. How many tasks we got? Let's get rid of 1. We'll have 11 generators running now. If we go to proxies, We check our cookies. We got 81 cookies for Yeezy Supply. So that's good. It's good I'm doing this now anyway. Maybe they'll last. They typically expire in 24 hours, but some sites are different. So you kind of got to do it the day of. But right now I got 11 generators running, and I got this one task to actually try to buy this shoe on this website with that billing profile. Now we got to do the rest of the billing profile. So I X'd that out, so I kind of got to start over because I just wanted you guys to see like the difference there. But put that product ID number. We're going to leave it random. So I'm going to leave it empty. I'm going to do my Apple card, submit. I'm going to do this other card, submit, and so on. Now I have like 7 profiles, so you know, people have a lot more than me. Some people have less than me. I mean, even if you just use the same one a couple times, you could do that. This is kind of like my method here. It's kind of slow, but I don't know. I like to be like, I always know what's going on because I do the same thing. I think I skipped one just doing this right now, but whatever. So I'm making all these things. Now, if I wanted like a bunch of tasks from this one profile, I could put like 4 tasks on this one profile for this. And then if you wanted, let's say, the kids ones, you'd want to swap that product ID number for this product ID. And if you want to buy the infant ones, you need to swap the product ID with this one here. So this is for the men's. What I'm doing is for men's right now. But that's how it works in general. Like if you're watching this later on and it's not the bread restock December 5th, then whatever that SKU number is for that colorway, that's what goes here. Yeah, so but usually I just have this stuff empty and I just kind of do it my way. And that's pretty much it. Like now they're ready to go. So when the drop happens, you know, it's like 9 a.m. Eastern time. You want to have these going. Like this is our monitor. So this is monitoring like restocks right now, which I'm surprised nothing's pinged yet. Let me set this up so it's ready. And then you're going to need your capture solvers ready, at least a couple of them. So you can come here and open them, or they'll open automatically once they start getting captures to solve. You can, my camera's there, that's right. We can put these capture solvers here. And then we have that monitor up. Maybe we want another monitor up. Like we can, Walmart monitor, just in case. Even though this doesn't bot those sites. We'll just see if something pops up. But you got a bunch of monitors, like Yeezy monitor on here. We could open up the Yeezy monitor because it's drop day. So if you're in Yeezy got Discord, you got the Yeezy monitor linked up and watching like lots of sites. Like Shopify filters faster because this feeds from that. But you kind of have these capture things set up, these monitors set up, and then like once 9 o'clock rolls around, it's like boom, we're running these, waiting for capture. There we go. Item not live yet. Repeating task timed out. Yeah, because it's not live yet. So we're gonna have a bunch of these running. Try to pause this before my things get banned. You're just gonna run all these. You can hit start all, and then hopefully you get something. Like, and if you do, that's why you have that Discord webhook set up. Because I'll have this open here, and like maybe I'll just have it underneath. Because these capture things are probably gonna be going off, and if it hits, if like you'll see it, it'll go green and it'll say like, you know, it's gonna say what size it picks up over here, and then it'll go green and say like success here instead of like stopped or idled or whatever. See release mode. So it'll go green and you could rerun that task, but it'll also pop up here and like it'll tell you like exactly what you got. So 13, and I got size 5 natural with NSB last. So hopefully I cook a lot of breads. Like I hope I need at least one personal pair. Like, man, I'm also going to use Polaris for that. But I'm definitely going to run NSB at the same time. So I think that's pretty much the rundown for this whole thing. I'm really trying to forget if I'm like missing something like major right now, but Easy God's looking a little crazy right now. Man, you guys did me dirty for this video. We're actually real professional in here. Like, damn. Let's look at member success. Let's look at member success. All right. That's right. Look at this. Mad Xboxes. If you didn't see that video, you should go watch that one. Cooking mad Xboxes, PS5s. I think, what Bryce said, we cooked $365,000 worth of consoles in Yeezy God in like the last month. As like a whole community is 900 members, so it's a lot of people. But I got one today on Microsoft. Restock. Damn. Tons of success. We cooking. Yeah, so YeezyGuy.com, YeezyGuy Discord. Greatest cook group in the world. Premium chat is wild and lit, but you know, you get what you pay for. Definitely worth that $9.99. We should go to the site. It's in the bio. YeezyGuyDiscord.com. And then if you want to buy it, it's EasyGuy.com. But you gotta know the password. You gotta catch a restock. You gotta follow me on Twitter. Twitter Gunner Tierno. And then there's Yeezy Guy Discord on Twitter too. Yeezy Guy Discord on Twitter. And then I'm on Instagram as Gunner Tierno. You can follow me here. And yeah, I think that's it. So hopefully you cook up. I mean, this is the setup. I'm going to be live for the drop, so you could hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm probably going to go live all night for that. That's probably going to be at midnight Eastern time, like December 5th, all the way to like noon. Like we're going off. Like this is it. We have to like, this is it. Like there's a lot of stock, but it's still not nearly enough for the demand. And there's also infant and kids and men's. So like the split between, you know, what is men's pairs is less than what you're hearing for overall. But this is the game. This is how you do it. I'm just showing you how to do it. I'm manual gang too. I cook 50 pairs of Yeezys manually by myself on foot patrol in my bedroom. And yeah, now I bought, and you could do this too if you put your mind to it and you invest in it and you figure it all out. It's super complicated. It's way more complicated than going manual. It's way more invested. You have to be really dedicated to learning this, and you need proxies. You should use Leaf, Comcast, proxies, ISPCs. Use code YeezyGuy for 20% off. You need a cook group for all the monitors. You should be in Yeezy Guy Discord. You need Gmail accounts. You should have AYCD to farm those Gmail accounts so they have good captcha scores. And then you also need a bot like NSB or Polaris or Eve or EasyCopBot or whatever the bot may be. So there's a lot of moving pieces into making this whole thing work. But most of my people kind of already know that. Yeah, I think this is really it. I don't think I missed anything. So just be ready to run these tasks. Get ready to fill out captchas. See, they're filling captchas like it did right there. Get ready to click them for when it stops filling them out. And hope you cook something. I don't know. Hope I didn't forget anything. I don't know. Yeah, so hit that like button if you enjoyed these videos. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more stuff like this. And I'll be live December 5th. So I'll definitely see you then. And I might do the same video like this about Polaris, because that's what really cooks Yeezy supply. So yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Peace.